Hi, this is Pastor Bob, and welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. The birds are singing, it's a new day, the sun is shining, and the water level in my yard is going down. So all is good with the world today. I had a good friend that asked me about music, and they said, how important is it that we're selective with the music that we listen to? And we've talked about music many, many times here on this podcast. We've talked about how do you choose your music, what kinds of music are, what kind is acceptable, so to speak. How should you listen to music, and what kind of music is good for your heart and what isn't? We've gone the gamut of it, but there's one thing we haven't talked about, and that is the long-term results of music. I want to talk about that for a minute. When we feed the homeless here in Nashville, we play classic rock. Play the old stuff from the 60s, mostly, some 50s, and all the old classic rock artists. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Creedence Clearwater Revival. We play some of the Motown hits from the Temptations, the Supremes. We play some Beach Boys. We play some Beatles. We play a little bit of everything, but the cool thing is, and the reason we do it, is because it unlocks something. Whenever people who have gone through those times hear the music, it reminds them of better days. And so many times, the guys will come up to us and say, man, when I hear that song, I remember, and they tell me what they remember. And it's always something great. It's always a really good memory, and it really opens up their hearts to talk about a lot of things. And it just feels good. And when I first started the ministry, we used gospel music, and it didn't go anywhere. And this is wonderful, playing some of the old hits and some of the old standards, the old classics, and I enjoy them too. And it just really unlocks something. But music does that. And, when I listen to those songs, I know all the words. I know all the words. I memorized them a long time ago. And I wish I knew as much scripture as I do song lyrics. You probably feel the same way. There are some songs that I really know every breath in the song. I've listened to them so many times. It used to be when I got a new 45. Some of you don't even know what that means. A small record that usually had, it always had one song on one side and another song on the other side. And the hit was on one side and a song you didn't ever know was on the other side. And you either got the 45 or you bought the whole album. And I'd bring the 45s home. I had a huge collection of 45s, and I just set my record player for automatic. It would just play the record over and over and over and over again. I never got sick of them. I'm not sure why. But I memorized every breath in some of those, and I still remember them just like that. I can listen to a song that I haven't heard for years and years and years, and I still know every breath in the song. But it's like visiting an old friend. And that's what these guys feel when we serve the homeless and we play all those classic rock songs. And folks, that's the experience that you will have one day, those of you that are a little younger. As you're choosing your music, those are the songs that will come back to you. And later on in life, as you remember the memories of music, you remember the songs that you listen to. And it's another really good reason to choose wisely, to choose songs that really represent your lifestyle, really represent you, and honestly, have something to do with where you're going in life. And, I almost think that it'd be a great idea to think, okay, is this a song that I'd like to come back into my head when I'm 50 or 60? If it is, great. If it's not, you might want to think about it again, because they will be in your head that long. Music endures. It really does. It's one of those things that we're fond of. It's one of those things that captures our imagination and captures our heart, and we'll continue to listen to it over and over and over again. You know what I'm talking about. So just food for thought. Select your music wisely. God bless you. Have a great day.